Hi, I'm Jerry. Welcome to the Pesky Paul Show. Today we're going to talk about the Red Sox and the American League East. And we're going to really be specific and talk about the Major League managers in the American League East and the Major League general managers in the American League East. And we're going to rate them 1 through 5. Let's get started. Let's start. By the way, I should mention, for a major league manager, it's very rare that they have an over a 500 record. It seems like they, one or the other, they'd have a winning record or a losing record, but most have losing records. And in the American League East, there are 4 managers with records, and all 4 of them have winning records. So it's a tough division with very crafty managers in it. The number 5 manager I have is the Baltimore Oriole manager, Craig Albertese. Craig is 43 years old and he's a rookie. And in this division, it's tough to move up. So we've got Craig as the number 5 manager in the American League East. Number 4, and this will be a shocker, I have Toronto Blue Jays manager John Schneider. John is 46 years old. He's got a 303 and 257 record. And last year came within 1 game, really 1 run, of being a world champion. Life isn't fair. Had he won that game, he'd be a world champion. He'd move up in our ratings, but he didn't, and so he didn't. But he is a very solid manager, and the team that they have this year looks to be very strong, even though they're off to a little bit of a slow start. They have a few pitching injuries that have hurt them. The number 3 manager in the American League East I have is Aaron Boone. Aaron has been around the longest, and he's got an impressive record, 697 and 497. He's 52 years old. The problem for Aaron is that he manages the Yankees. With all those resources, he has never won a World Series. And that's how you're judged in New York, fair or not. And he got to the World Series a couple of years ago, and they did not play well. They lost in 5 games to the Dodgers. The number 2 manager I have right now is Alex Cora, whose team is off to a horrible start. And it's good that we're a little bit behind where I wanted to be at this time because I'd be forced to talk about how bad the Red Sox are doing. But I have some shows to do first. Alex won a World Series back in 2018, probably the best Red Sox team ever. They won 119 games. Overall, 108 in the regular season and 11 in the playoffs. Nobody really pushed them in the playoffs. Alex is 50 years old. He's got a 610 and 524 record. And I have the best manager in the American League being the manager for the Tampa Bay Rays, and that's Kevin Cash. He's won 2 division titles. Now, the reason Kevin's the best is he gets the most out of his team. They don't have great payroll, that's for sure. They're the weakest payroll of any team in the American League East. And really right there in baseball with the A's as the lowest for the American League. But his teams play hard. They field well enough to win, they pitch well enough to win, and they hit well enough to win. And he's got a coming superstar in Junior Campanero. So I think they'll continue to hang in there and be a playoff contender. And the large part of that is because of Kevin. So once again, I have Kevin Cash as the best manager in the American League East, followed by Alex Cora, Aaron Boone, John Schneider, and Craig Albertese. Before we get to the general managers, I'm going to remind all of you that if you like the show, please give it a like and a subscribe. It really helps the algorithm and gets us, YouTube will spread us around a little bit more. And don't forget, you can make comments at the end of this and tell me just how wrong I am. All right. As we look at the best general managers in the American League, the only regret I have in this is that someone has to finish first. I really consider it the opposite of what we saw in the when we were talking earlier about managers. There really isn't a great general manager in the league. I have the 5th best general manager in the league from Tampa Bay, and that's Eric Weander. Got the job in 2018. Now, Eric doesn't have a great payroll that he's able to work with, so I cut him a little bit of slack, but they really haven't done much. And what they've done, I credit Kevin Cash to. The number 4 general manager in the American League I have is Mike Elias of the Baltimore Orioles. He got the job in 2018. He's 63 years old. He's done a good job as far as drafting. He got them Adley Rutschman. He got them Gunnar Henderson, Westbrook, or Westberg, excuse me. And he's made some good acquisitions this year. But they could have gone out and gotten a big-time starting pitcher, and they didn't. The best they did was get Shane Bass, who I've always liked, but I don't put him in the class as the top aces in the American League East. The number 3 general manager, and this is with a bullet, is I have Craig Breslow. Made one great trade in getting Garrett Crochet, who's the best pitcher in the division, and at the worst, the second best pitcher in the American League. But other than that, he's had some bad trades too. He sent Chris Sale to Atlanta for Vaughn Grissom, who's not even in the organization anymore. That's just a horrible trade. I think it was done more to get rid of money. He's made 2 trades with Milwaukee. So far, neither one of those looks good. And he just traded with Pittsburgh and got Oviedo, and he may be out for the season with an arm injury. So we'll have to wait and see. But in this division, he finishes 3rd. The second best general manager in the division is Toronto's Ross Aikens, who's got the team finally, since taking the job in 2015, really in a good way. But he's got some injuries they're dealing with right now, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. They came within one game of winning the World Series last year. They've got Vlad Guerrero signed to an extension. I think they'll be around for a while. And once again, number 1, and with a bullet, is Aaron Boone. Aaron's been the general manager for the Yankees for a long time, and because of that, I have him as the best manager. Did I say Aaron Boone? No, I meant Brian Cashman. I'm sorry. Brian Cashman has been the general manager for a long time. Now, Brian won a World Series back in 2009. Which I give him great credit for. He also won a couple at the turn of the century, but I give more credit to Watson and to Stick Michael for those. Anyway, that's our general managers. Once again, Brian Cashman, number 1, Ross Aikens, number 2, Craig Breslow, number 3, Mike Elias, number 4, and Eric Weander, number 5. That's our show for the night. And once again, if you like the show, please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. I'll see you next time, and go Sox.